everyone, this is E Speaks Freely and I am outside the Bell Hotel once again. We've seen with the Baroness Casey report that the police, counsellors, local to elite level have covered everything up about the asylum seekers.
You're making yourself look like a bunch of mugs. You're making yourself look like a bunch of mugs.
So I'm Callum, I'm a member of the Homeland Party and I'm here to protect our girls, and you know, I've got the megaphone and we're going to get some chants going once people get here.
Did you see unnecessary violence from the police unfold? I mean, there was people who had their teeth knocked out, you know, do you think that was unprovoked, or do you think that there was violence coming from both sides?
I believe in peaceful protest. I spent my whole of Thursday evening down this area by the Bell Hotel where we kept things peaceful. There was a bit of a party atmosphere. We were playing music, it was great. However, what I've seen from videos has been absolutely disgusting. You had police knock the teeth out of people, a guy nearly got run over, driving at unnecessary speeds, causing chaos on our streets. It's the police, I'd say, are part responsible for some of the disorder that we saw on Thursday.
The fact that we're here now for, what, the third or fourth time and nothing's happened apart from just more defence for the illegal immigrants that are in there. People coming past, they all know about it. It's been all in the news, you know. If there's so much support, it's unbelievable.
When we saw the first guy, they had a warrant for something who's already been arrested for.
Exactly.
So there's no connection to today?
No connection. No connection.
That second guy, he gave the police an earful about, two-tier policing. When there's a burglar, you guys know where to be seen. Now, we've got about 40 of you ready to, go after protesters who are opposing the abuse of young girls. And just like 5 minutes later, they just come and take them away.
At the end of the day, it's a waste of resources. How can they put this many police here in front of a hotel but can't put more police on the borders?
Well,
how is that not by design?
I think the plan is, look at the amount of police that are here today. If we keep protesting and we keep showing up, this is going to burn a hole in their pocket and they'll have to close down the hotel. It costs too much. So that's what we're going to do.
Now, some people will say, it's not the individuals' officers' fault. They're just doing their job. They're just following orders.
Following orders from the Home Office, yes.
Right. So what would you say? Do you think that they should be stepping out and doing some critical thinking and saying, well, no, I'm not going to follow those orders? Or do you have sympathy?
Well, if anything, what I thought they would have done is when we had a protest here, I think it was last Sunday, they had local officers out here, a couple of EG vans, but everything was all calm. Everything was calm on the Western Front. If they'd have sent back the officers that were there that Sunday, they already know what's been going on. They've already engaged with the community. They knew what was going on. But instead, they've sent officers from London. Apparently, some of these vans here today are from Norfolk, where Norfolk has its own problems going on at the minute with this exact same situation with illegal migrants.
So why are you here today, Reggie?
Protect our young women. It's just disgusting what they're doing. They're putting them into hotels 500 half a mile down from the hotel, down from a school. We don't even know who these men are. It's disgusting. The police aren't doing enough. Well, but they're funded by the government. They've got to do what they're told.
Yeah.
Like, half of them got kids. They probably want to be with us, but they can't. That's the only problem with it. So we, as English people, have got to speak out. All races. It's not about race. It's about people protecting our young girls and our women.
What do you guys think of Jess Phillips? Safeguarding Minister of Women and Girls in this country.
She's useless to anyone other than herself. She protects her state.
Protect our kids. We are all women and mums, and all we're here for is to make sure these 100 undocumented men are out of our area. That's all we're here for, because nobody cares apart from the people that live here. Protect our kids. Protect our kids.
Very good.
Protect our kids. Protect our kids. Protect our kids.
So everyone, I am here with UKIP leader Nick Tanconi. And Nick, why did you come out today?
So it's an honour to stand with patriots, no different from constituencies like Rushmore that have achieved infamy throughout the UK, because good men got together brought their wives, the children. They said, right, we're going to peacefully protest outside what has now become an institution which no one voted for, which has no legitimacy, which in no way caters to our version of democracy. Indeed, it is an order given by central government. So good luck talking to district and county councillors. There are some reformed county councillors who are here who would draw a blank on it. It's a directive from central government, from the Home Office, that have been forced onto our communities, unchecked, unvetted, unidentifiable, illegal invaders, 90% of which come from failed Islamic State countries, who I know, having been to Calais, are coming here with a vengeance for previous grievances, wars, etc. Our women and children aren't safe. The reports are coming out every day, and it won't take long for more data to come out. The latest reports say a total of 18 women confirmed as being raped. You can't, since the illegal invasion in 2018. We also know that a very small percentage of rape cases lead to prosecution. You can't unrape someone, you can't undestroy their lives, and no amount of money and reparations can ever sort it. There's a deliberate design to split families apart, to destroy our mental health. And the reality is, and why I'm here to answer the question directly, is to remind the patriots that this all ends when we say it ends. If you want your country back in a first past the post system, it has to be taken back. That means returning a majority at the general election. There is no other way of doing it.
And what do you think it says about the police that they escorted Antifa through the march? Did that not appear maybe purposefully antagonistic, do you think?
Yeah, so as blue-blooded conservatives, and you know my position on this, I reject ethno-nationalism and anything Nazi-related. As blue-blooded conservatives, we stand with law and order. We stand with law enforcement. But the police work for the fascists. The police work with the communists. The police will protect literal left-wing extremists, literal domestic terrorists. Let's start calling them what they are. Antifa, Socialist Worker Party, Unite Against Fascism, Hope Not Hate, very clever worded names, but they're left-wing extremists. And the police work for those individuals. So as you say, they're given special treatment and they're given personal protection. The reality is that there is another side to that. The police know the might of the patriots. They know the might of Christian courage, and they don't want that unleashed. Now, I'm on record saying I don't want it unleashed either. So to your point about the police working with the fascists, as conservatives, we're going to have to accept the fact that police no longer work for us. They don't work for civil law and order. They're protecting domestic terrorists.
There's also people that are saying that it's an issue that they are bringing police officers who are not local to the area. There are officers who were here the other night in Epping, and then the officers who come today are completely different. Do you think that in itself is going to cause an issue because they're not familiar with the situation?
So I'd like to make the patriots and the good people watching this aware of, off the dome, 3 tactics. One is paid agitators. They will put paid agitators into these groups, that side of the road, this side of the road, masked up to incite violence. They could be unhinged lefties just trying it, but they're normally going to be paid agitators, police cooperators, MI5 plants. You're also going to have tactics like bussing in police from outside of the district and outside of the borough. All of these things are a massive middle finger up to the local people. It's not the patriots that need to be reminded of how to behave and to mind themselves. The patriots know how to behave themselves. Look at the nonsense we're having to put up with. $3 billion a year to house illegal invaders so that they can rape and harm and potentially even murder our women and children. So be wary of tactics like MI5 plants and police paid agitators who want to incite violence. So everyone here not wearing a mask when it kicks off gets in the frame for violent disorder. That's 5 years. They don't need, the CPS doesn't need any evidence. If you're present, and we all know people from last summer, me included, who are still in jail now simply because they were there. So like I said, off the top of my head, 2 or 3 tactics. This has got to be kept peaceful.
Apparently they've got a Section 60 in place.
They'll have all the different, again, another good example, they'll put in these sections, so Antifa get to mask up all the time, but they'll put in sections, whatever, etc., so that you can't protect your identity. They know what they're doing. Things like drones in the sky, there's a fourth, there are others, but if anyone sees anything that pushes towards violence, the community leaders, the men here need to drag them out. You drag them out, because you're all in the frame then.
We've lived here, I've lived here for 48 years, Mum's been brought up here.
I've lived here for 30 years of my life, you know what I mean? We're not here for trouble.
No, and we've never had problems like this before. I've got 2 girls and I'm here to protect my children. And I've got a grandchild as well and I want them to feel safe.
They're all young men, okay?
Yeah.
They're all fit young men.
Where's
no
the
children.
families?
no women, all fit young men, and they're all coming over here to build an army. Sorry.
Yep. I'd just like to know, you see how everyone clears straight away as soon as there is an ambulance. That is how you know that these people have massive respect for their country and how we all want to be peaceful. Everyone here wants to be peaceful. No one wants violence. You will get a handful of people who want violence in every group, just as you will with any demonstration anywhere in the world, probably. But the fact that everyone wants to brand these people as just simple far-right rioters who are just doing it for no other reason, then why would they clear for an ambulance? Hello everyone, I'm Me Speaks Freely, and I am once again out in Epping, and just going on behind me is a women's march, and they are marching from the hotel down the main high street. Obviously you can hear the chanting, "Save our kids." What would you guys say to Jess Phillips, who is supposed to be the Minister of Safeguarding for Women and Girls? Yeah? Hey, free speech! Free speech, I would love to know what you have to say.
I don't want to go to prison today. Well, thank goodness Lucy Connolly is being released in a month. I mean, the two-tier justice system in this country is foul. Now, I'm obviously Generation X. Now, in 1990, there was reported 4,000 rapes in this country. Last year, there was nearly 80,000 reported. Now, tell me the difference from 1990 to now. Nothing but demographics.
Thank you. We were just talking to this lovely lady whose daughter had an incident with a illegal immigrant.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And was assaulted, physically assaulted, and we're just talking about the fact that she didn't get very much support, and in fact her daughter was prosecuted. So that's what we were just discussing.
For fighting back?
Yeah. She was 12 at the time.
12?
Yeah.
Please shut this hotel down. Please understand that there are females. To be fair, it may not just always be females. It might be a male. It might be a young boy. It might be anyone. It might be myself or what have you. Please shut this hotel down so that Epping can be back to what we had.
Okay guys, so I'm not actually sure what's going on. It seems that some people are going on a march. Seems like others are staying. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I do know that the police drones are going to be just as confused as we are, so they might want to get some more drones because it looks like everyone's splitting off into multiple groups.
Thursday, you take our message to the council and let them know that Epping says no!
So Nick, any closing words for the day? What was the turnout like?
What a turnout. It's so inspiring. Men and women giving up their Sunday evening to send a message to the government, because you can film it, and the streamers and the influencers turn up, and you send this business model across the nation, and you tell people, please start your X forums, start your Facebook pages, whatever, make the graphics and send the message to people. 5 people turn up, 10 people turn up, it'll grow, it doesn't matter. It's not always going to be 300-400 people like that. This is a great turnout. And then once you've done that, let's have this in place so that it's proactive and not reactive, because my understanding is a girl in Epping has been interfered with, and this is a reactionary force. So what we want is a proactive force in the constituencies where they send a clear message to the government, and also all these police officers, this costs tens of thousands of pounds, by the way, shutting the road, annoying people, it's called pressure.
But this is an orchestrated agenda to destabilise and destroy us from within. The main instigators of mass immigration are mainly Jewish NGOs, and they orchestrate and pay for mass immigration, George Soros and Open Society and all these NGO organisations that are pushing DEI and mass immigration is not for the interest of our people. These people they capitalise on destroying countries and reaping the benefits and taking over those countries.
It was peaceful before the lefts turn up. Lefty wanker!
Look at them all, look! Something wrong with you lot. You all need to go get a proper job.
Thankfully for my sake. Take job back in the line. Job back in the line. No. Sorry guys, I was a bit colourful there. I just took a missile of some sort right in my nuts.
You should not be facilitating paedophiles. The people at the top of paedophiles bringing in more paedophiles to water down their crime. You know what I mean? And you guys have to work for them to pay your bills. But it's gonna have
So, Jack Hadfield, independent journalist, what's going on?
Well, right now it seems that there is a woman who is believed to be identified as a counter-protester. One woman who I spoke to said that she told people that they shouldn't be here protesting outside the hotel. And now, obviously, because she was, antagonising the people here, she's now having a police escort back towards the centre of Epping at this moment in time. There have been some missiles thrown. I don't believe that anybody is injured currently, but obviously we're staying back away from where the actual kettling and protection is going on right now.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Jack.
These people are dangerous. These are the ones that want to watch out. And she's controlling the police again. She's giving
Look at him eating his burger.
Okay guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but the protest has bled way out into the town centre. I honestly don't know that if, when night falls, this is going to descend into a full-blown riot. This is insane.
Try and get a wide angle from here.
Britannia rules the waves. Britain never shall be saved. Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Britain never shall be saved. Come on, son.
Why do you guys think that she wasn't just put in the back of a police van? Wouldn't that have been safer for everyone?
I think they just want to make it visually look a bit better. There's probably some mainstream here hiding away somewhere that's going to make it look like the right are bad, but they could have just whacked her in a van, drove her down the road, problem solved. It's not hard, is it? Yeah. Right, and they say that they can't, they say, no, but you can't abuse powers, but they like to abuse their powers lots of other times. Why in this situation would probably the one where people would be like, just do what you got to do to solve the problem and stop it getting so tense. But no.
Yeah, we've seen it happen with right-wing counter-protests or left-wing protests. They immediately get their handcuffs slapped on them and bundled away immediately. They say, oh, you're causing a problem, you're being arrested. Why did this not happen here? There's questions to be asked, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots of questions to be asked, yeah. Like they're shipping in the lefties are coming in 100% to antagonise. They can't sit there to me and say, oh, we're just there with blackguards doing a quiet protest. They will sit in group chats and they would have discussed the fact that if they turn up, it will cause these issues. So they will be fully aware.
Hi everyone, it's E Speaks Freely. So today has been eventful. The protest, or I don't even know whether you should call it a riot at this point, bled out way out into the town centre. There was way too many police vans to count. They blocked us in at 2 points when we were in the town centre, so the group kind of dispersed and was split into, I want to say, like 3 or 4 different groups. So everyone's kind of dispersed, everything's dying down now. I don't think anything else is going to happen, so I'm probably going to be wrapping up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, if you'd be so kind, please subscribe, share, follow me on X and Instagram and all of those socials. And I have a Patreon which helps me cover the costs of equipment, travel, and just make sure that I can dedicate 100% of my time to bringing you guys the truth and the stories that the mainstream media refuse to. So if you would be so kind as to go and subscribe to my Patreon, you can subscribe for as little as £3 a month, or you can go to my Buy Me a Coffee and make a one-off donation of however much you choose. The goal is just to be completely independent, funded by the people that want me to continue bringing content, so that I can just have full independence to keep bringing you guys stories. Thank you so much.